Kia ora, Leo. This is your reading for the new moon in Cancer that's happening as we speak. And hopefully you can hear me this week. Just hopefully it works a bit better. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We go through, if you haven't joined me before, thanks for coming in. And if you have, thanks for coming in again. We go through, clarify with a couple of other decks. I'm just starting with Brian Froude's Pixie and Fairy Oracle today for a change for you, Leo. So this is for the new moon in Cancer. And it does feel like a nice, auspicious time with the shift in the nodes of the moon also into Aries and Libra. So let's just see what's on the storyline today. As I always say, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And check out any other titles that might stand out, Leo. So here we go. Excuse me. We'll just get a few cards in the storyline coming out, which there is a theme of transformation and initiation and all those Asians that, yeah, it's good. So let's see. Coming out here, Leo, with Tabira of the Waters. Our emotions are boundless. Our capacity to feel are totally unlimited. The only thing that limits water is what we choose to contain it with, or what it is contained within. Is that not the case? So this beautiful card, it's a card of healing as much as anything, and a level of surrender, Leo. Speaking of initiation, we've got the Singer of Initiation here. So this is a special time for you. In regards to what, I don't know at this point. But it is, there's been a bit of reflection going on, a bit of pensive thought. Whatever's going on, it will become a little clearer to you shortly if it hasn't already. Iris of the Rainbows clears that mist between the lake and the sky so that we can see very accurately and very clearly about what's actually really in front of us. I do feel a Neptunian sort of, the illusory nature of of Neptune within these cards for some reason. Messenger of the Gods here, Iris, handmaiden I should say, has the ability to clear, to clarify, to make words clear, to make messages, translations. And then we have the beautiful Friends card, which is about support. It's about having those special people that do support us to shine our light, Leo. A rising tide should lift all ships, should it not? Should lift all ships. Speaking of which, in New Zealand we have something called the tall poppy syndrome, which you've possibly heard of, or you might not have heard of that, where the tall poppy gets sort of cut down if they're too tall and too radiating of their own light. It is a reflection on our colonial past, our society, I suppose. So let's just go through and we'll clarify. Don't need any history lessons here, Leo, do we? Tabira of the Waters. What is this for Leo, please? The storyline of some kind of initiatory dance. This is some level of victory involved. We've got the Six of Wands. Our value is seen. We not only feel it within ourselves, Leo, but it is reflected in the faces of others. Is this something to do with the way that you have been expressing your emotions, or in fact your emotional maturity? Five of Cups at the same time. Shifting perspective, the card of disappointment, melancholy. But we have the capacity, and maybe it's a new thing, to say, okay, I can shift my perspective here. Is that not the guts of this card? And I know when I turn that I've got two full cups. As I was saying at the beginning, water can only be contained with whatever vessel it is contained within, whether it's a pipe or it's designed to flow, isn't it? It's designed to be almost shared, that emotional wealth. Okay, we can't hold it, contain it, preserve it. Wow. Forever. Singer of Initiation for Leo, please. Singer of Initiation. So we've come to a conclusion after that first step, where we have the Nine of Cups. We know what makes us happy. We've learnt that we can't take it for granted. Excuse me. We don't take it for granted. It's 9 cups. It's something to behold. Just even on a personal level, we understand what makes us happy. Sometimes this is the most difficult thing for people to figure out, because there's so many distractions going on around us. Obligations, expectations from others, often more so from others, that impact our ability to do the things we want or choose to do for our own good, for our highest good, actually. Ace of Pentacles comes out at the same time as that Nine of Cups. There's a doorway opening in this process, of which we are calling in this reading today an initiation in the realms of your emotional life. This is a potential force that you give form to, and it does seem to be that you know what form you're going to give it to, Leo. Let us see. Iris of the Rainbows here, clearing any confusion, any cloud that's on our horizon or vista. Wow. Okay, so we've got 3 cards for Iris of the Rainbows. We have the Fool, faith, optimism, fresh start. We have the Moon, not knowing necessarily where that's going to take us, but we've got a great ability to throw ourselves into this new zone, into a new period, a new cycle that we find ourselves in. Some things are illuminated, other things are not, and we need faith, Leo. But I can tell you one thing here. We've got everything on hand for this new period that you seem to be moving into. It's all kind of soft and gentle is what I get. So we've got the Magician here holding the wand. You have a very clear understanding of what you want to bring in at this time, and you have the ability to do it. You don't need to really see, you just need to see within as much as without, if you know what I mean. And then we've got the beautiful Friendship card. Beautiful Friendship card for Leo. This is pretty beautiful. You know, we all know those people in our lives, if we're lucky enough, who see us and accept us for all that we are, for the annoying things, for the good things, for the great things. And that's true friendship, isn't it? That we're not projecting onto others, Leo. We've taken time to kind of understand how we do that and why we do it, the reasons, underlying reasons why we do it, and so we work on that. I think this is part of your initiatory period here. I say that because we've got the Prince, Page of Swords, understanding the machinations of your own power. That is essentially how you work with that, how you work with others with that. You know, it's called self-esteem as well. So we've got this exploratory adolescent learning mind here in the realms of understanding group dynamics, group power, individual on a personal level, and with the people that we deal with in our life. For some of you, this may have come as an epiphany moment to really understand that, to have had a chance actually to go inward and understand that. 10 of Swords, we get to the end of that suit and we understand something of primary importance. We understand it. We can't take any more than 10 swords. And ideally, the penny drops. So it's quite powerful stuff here, but it's also very gentle. As I said, it's quite big stuff, gentle stuff, Neptunian. In some ways there is a melancholy running through this, but you can work with that. You sure can. Leo, we've got your card here. So from the Thoth deck, just a couple of things. And it's almost as if it's like the beginning and the end of this reading. The Three of Swords, we know this. It's sorrow, melancholy, as I was saying, sadness. We've experienced this many times throughout a lifetime. And we learn how we best deal with it within ourselves. It doesn't mean it's easy, because it's not. But we alone deal with this. And we know that every other human on the planet does as well. You know. And then we have your card, Leo, the Sun. Enjoyment, fun, all of that. It's as if there's been a turnaround, a shift, as I said, primarily in perspective here. You know, there's a great ability to appreciate the small things, the simple things, to understand what makes you personally happy is a great goal, is a great thing to achieve. And of course, what makes you happy one year might not be the same the next. So it's an ongoing thing, but you are armed. Not dangerous, but you're armed with a level of personal power that somehow, maybe, Leo, at this time feels more integrous to who you are and where you're at. On that note, take care, Leo. We'll see you next time for the full moon, and enjoy this beautiful time. New moon in Leo. Ka kite, bye.